You for Khalid? For Kelly?
Yeah. So,
Kahlil? Oh, my bad.
I've been walking like from this side to that side, trying to figure out what side you're picking me up from. 'Cause they don't ever give you the right side.
Oh, yeah, they just brought me right here.
Yeah, I know. So I've been walking around.
Where we headed, man?
Down to the east side of Stewart and Ellis.
Straight shot.
I've been here since like.
Just getting off work?
No, I've been here since 6 in the morning yesterday. My sister went into labor.
Oh, wow.
So we've been sitting here until she actually had the baby. She just had the baby at
Just had the baby?
5:30. Yeah.
What's up, man?
Just gave us time to go see her. So I spent like 30 minutes inside with my niece. And then
Congratulations.
She's the baby. She's the baby out of all of us, you know.
Your sister?
So, yeah. My mom now has 15 grandkids. I have one. My brother has 1 million.
Wait. Your grandmother now has 15 grandkids.
My mother has 15 grandkids.
Wow.
Now.
Your mother.
So I have one.
Uh-huh.
A little boy. He's 7 now. My sister's baby's just born today, and then my sister that's older. My little sister that's older than her. She's 25. She has a 4-year-old.
Wow.
My brother has 4 6-year-olds, and then all his other kids are 8, 10. You know, maybe those ages, but like in total, my mom has 15 grandkids with his kids and my other sister's kids and mine. But I only have one.
Okay.
So 3 of us have one, the other ones have 3, and then I want to say 9.
Right. So.
And then he has 2 more on the way.
2 more on the way.
My older brother has 2 more kids on the way.
He's ready. He's like,
he's been
give me the tribe.
Listen, every
give me a tribe, yo.
Every ethnicity out there, he got a baby with it.
That's good.
Samoan, Japanese, black, white, it don't matter what it is.
He want to see himself in different outfits.
There's nothing wrong with that, I guess. You know, as long as
everybody got a little everybody got a little Nick Cannon in them.
Yeah. As long as the woman got the woman okay with it, I feel like it's okay.
Well, see yourself in a different morphed situation.
Right.
So man, you just got a brand new niece.
Yes, sir. And it's
y'all take family serious over there, huh?
Honestly, we do. We do. We had a very small one on my mom, so eventually she always wanted something for her family's name. So we all pushed so hard for that. And
what's the family's name, man?
Nora.
Nora?
Nora, yeah.
That's your mom's name?
Yes, man. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That's your last name?
Nora, yep.
Nora. Nice to meet you, man.
We're from Louisiana.
A lot
of my family is Haitian and Cherokee Indian. How long you been out here?
Hey man, I've been out here for 11 years.
Where you from?
LA.
Part?
Man, LA, King of Western, if you know it.
I grew up in 83rd and Normandy out there.
Oh,
we left Louisiana. Yeah.
So you know it.
Hell yeah. That's my city.
That's right.
So we from Louisiana, don't get me wrong, but our family migrated out to LA.
Yeah. My daughter lives in Louisiana right now.
Yeah.
And she goes to Xavier.
Yeah, so when I decided to go find myself, left all the gangbang shit alone, you know. I went to Louisiana. I found myself, my family. It was like, I gotta realize who I really am.
That's good.
Fuck all that street shit right now.
So you made a change?
Yeah, I became a skateboarder. All kind of shit. I got people that I still know. You know, I might say with acquaintances I say what's up to, but I don't deal with that shit no more. I'm not even involved. There's a lot of times I'm with people, and a lot of the old homies are hitting me up like, why are you hanging out with that person? They from so fucking what? They black like I am. They bleed like I bleed. You feel me? I don't give a fuck where they from at this point. I don't gangbang. I'm not active.
You're not active.
I'm not active in the streets no more. Y'all taught me something. I was raised wrong, nigga. I got out of that shit. When I realized it wasn't me. Don't get me wrong. I'm with all the bullshit. I'm not finna be going to the police about nothing or nothing like that. But
Right.
you know, I just don't feel like black on black crime or, you know, being that. Cause like growing up, I realized one of the homies get killed by a cop, a white cop. And the first thing they said is, let's go right. This is where I grew up as an 8 trays. So they like, let's go slide in the 6-0s. And it's like, for what?
Oh, so you was engulfed in
What the 6-0s do to us, you know?
You was engulfed in street lights.
It was deep because it's what I was raised in. My daddy's a Crip, my mom was a Blood.
Huh.
So it's like, it's what I was raised in. But like, mom didn't want me to be a gangbanger, but it's just like what we were raised in. We were around it all the time.
Right.
No matter what. She didn't want us to be that, but we were always around it. So naturally, it was like, we grew up to being accustomed to either adapt to it or fall victim to it.
Right.
You know, because if you're not going to be this gangbanger, you're going to be a soft person that's going to get picked on 24/7 and eventually, like, because of where you grow up at, get killed over it.
Yeah.
You ain't even got to beef from there, get killed over it. So I was like, fuck it. I'm going to beef for somewhere and die for it then, you know?
True.
And
I mean, but your story is just as possible
it
as that
is,
story,
you know,
so.
it's responsible because it also, when I turned 19, 20, when I was different, I was teaching these one kids about what not to do. But they found my stories as intriguing.
Yeah.
Oh, and they want to prove themselves way harder than me. And I fought so hard to get so many out of it. Like, one of them right now is facing a murder charge.
Oh.
You know, he in jail right now for a murder. Nah, I ain't say. It's been 6 years.
Yeah.
He's been fighting that charge. But he's been fighting this murder charge.
Man.
His daddy, me, my brother were the ones who was around him talking about, you know, I'm at the time 21, 22, they 27, 28, shit like that. But we talking about shit that we went through growing up. Them being 14, 15, they like, ooh. You know, they fascinated by that kind of shit.
Right.
It's Chief Keef. All these rappers then, it's kind of like, it's not conscious rap, it's more so rap that fucked up our community. It's more so, oh, drill, kill, shoot.
Yeah.
Fuck a N-word, fuck a bitch, this, that, you know, all that kind of stuff. It's like, so I found myself stuck in between, okay, so I could be this, or I could be this. So I chose to be
the path that you want
and be a positive role model.
Yeah.
And it was hard to get everybody out of it because there was so much music saying that this is cool.
Yeah,
there was so many
and then
YouTube
everybody
videos,
have friends.
This is cool. Interviews, this is the cool thing to do is gangbang, you know.
Yeah.
Who shiesty and all that shit. So it's like I'm up against that.
Yeah.
And I'm just me. I'm not a rapper. And you know, I lost maybe 1 or 2 kids, but out of the 1 or 2, I probably saved about 15.
Okay.
So
that's what's up, man.
I get that the 1 or 2 maybe didn't make it, but it's the ones that I did save that matter.
Yeah.
Ones that still at my, you know, on my phone, hit me up, bro. Right now, this is going on. I need your help because I don't want to get into this. I got you. You know. So I'm glad, but
you feel like more of a role model now.
At the same time, I don't judge nobody because I grew up in that shit.
Do you feel like more of a role model right now?
I do. But then there's a part of me where I feel like I let a lot of people down. Because as a role model, I was that kind of person who pushed, don't drink, don't do that, don't do that. But for the past 3 years, I kind of like went into my own thing of drinking. I smoke weed now. I was sober before, you know?
Yeah.
And I pushed that. And I still push it so hard on kids, but they don't know that I do this that I do now. But I feel like I'm being fake with myself for the past 3 years because it's like my son's mom took him from me, and it caused me to get into like a very dark space.
Yeah.
So drinking coped, smoking weed helped me cope, but I didn't start doing it until I was 26, man.
Life not over, brother.
It ain't. I'm trying to find him still.
Find who?
My son.
So you don't know where he is?
My son's mama for 3 years. I can't find him. It's been 3 years.
Wow.
Don't know where they at.
You don't know her information?
Court's not helping me. Well, the court told me she stayed somewhere in Georgia, right?
Okay.
So I moved out there. I found out where they stayed that they had moved. And like I said, for the past 3 years, it's been like weird because for a whole year, she dumped him on me and would not come and visit him, answer a phone call, none of that.
Mm-hmm.
And when she popped back up pregnant.
Okay.
Now, they expect me to be jealous. She like, oh, so you're not mad? Like, trying to prove it to me right then and there. I'm like, no. Like, you happy? You do your thing. I just want to be there for my son.
Yeah.
Not worried about you no more. I've been not worried about you for the past, this many years.
Right.
And, so she like, I want to visit him. And me being the man I am, I don't believe in keeping my son from his mama.
Right.
I'm not knowing she's finna take my son from me and, hide for this many years.
Wow.
I didn't believe in bringing her to court and none of that stuff. So for 6 months, I couldn't find him. I go to court and I filed a case for it to look for him, right? Missing persons, health and wellness checks, all that kind of shit.
Yeah.
After 7 months, they found him.
Okay.
And they were somewhere in Georgia, where me and her once moved to. But she was lying, saying she ain't lived there before. And I had that improved, but the judge was like, because it's been over this many months, it's out of my jurisdiction.
Wow.
At the time, she had just had her baby. So they're like, we can't arrest her because she breastfeeds, and breastfeeds only, she says.
Right.
She's not using formula. So if we take her to jail, baby has no life form to live off of or to feed off of,
Right.
And they're like, so we can't do that. I said, I don't want her arrested. I want my fair, equal rights as a father.
Yeah.
He slams the gavel and says, go to Georgia and fight it. So from there, I've been trying to build money to go to Georgia and fight it because I spent almost $20-something thousand with a fucking lawyer.
Really?
To make sure he could represent me the right way, but it didn't seem like he represented me the right way because I didn't get not even, 3 days a week.
Right.
2 days a month, a week a month, something. I didn't get.
Fight it?
I'm trying to go out there.
I'm talking about your lawyer.
Well, basically, how he told me was like he has to send me there for me to fight it. There's nothing we can do from here because they have no jurisdiction.
Yeah.
But I said, y'all waited. They waited 2 years for that, though.
Yeah.
They waited 2 years fighting a custody case for 2 years to tell me that. Yeah. It took 2 years to find her. So for 2 years, from the beginning of 2 years, when I first had my first court date, they could have told me, after 6 months, it's out of Nevada's jurisdiction.
They could have informed you that.
They never did. They waited 2 years to say that. So when I started spazzing and started saying that to them, they're like, we get what you're saying, but now it's past 6 months. I'm sorry. Right. Boom, boom, boom. The gavel again. So I'm just like, what? And I became like frozen. The next case started because I didn't move. I'm still sitting in the same place.
Right.
And when I stood up, they're like, the bailiff's gonna have you arrested for contempt, this, that. And I was just like, you really gonna do that to me? Like, I'm not a father who don't want his kid. I want my kid. I grew up without my dad. So I promised myself and my mother that I would never do me or do my child how I was done. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
And
you also don't want
even
that,
though he
that
said he got emotional,
you.
he felt it, he just like, I can't do anything about it. And left it at that. So I was pissed off. And the first thing I did was like, I thought, what did my mom do growing up? When she was hurt. She drank. So I started drinking. And eventually it became like a thing I did almost every day because I didn't want to feel.
Blame yourself for that?
Yeah. It's my fault. Because I was stronger than that,
It's not your fault. It ain't over yet.
With drinking. As far as drinking goes, it's my fault.
I mean, yeah, but everybody gets to a point where something happens in their life. The problem is that we think what happened today is every day. It's not. It just happened for a moment. When you look back in this moment of your life, 10 years from now, when you've worked up the money and you've reconnected with your son in some capacity, you're going to look at this little spat of your life and it's going to be
invisible.
Not so much invisible, but just like it ain't even going to matter as much. It ain't going to matter as much. You know what I'm saying?
So what you're saying is dwelling on it was fucking.
No, here's what I'm saying. What I'm saying is just that what you are feeling right now is absolutely true. What you're saying and how you feel, and like, oh man, I'm drinking or I'm smoking and I'm doing this, whatever, I'm in this depression state, whatever the case is, it is a part of the story.
But
It's
it's
a
what I do about it.
But here's the thing, people make it the story. And I'm trying to tell you that it's a part of the story. When you are in a different place in your life, you don't even feel the same feelings that you felt yesterday.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But in the moment, in that time, it feels like it's the story. And I think that we get so wrapped up in what it looks like right now. And then what happened to me, if that wouldn't have happened to me, I would be in a different light. Or we make up this other world. We make up this other world in our mind and say, I would rather be there. If that didn't happen to me, I would be there. And that it didn't happen that way. It's just a part of the story.
Right.
So be the best that you can be at this part in the story. It's like your GPS.
Bro, what is your name?
Hold on, check it out.
Oh, my phone is dead.
It's like your GPS, bro. When you are on the right road, it's just going.
Right.
But once it finds out you have gone off the path, it says rerouting.
Yes, sir.
So, but not until you find out. Like, because if I'm on a road that's on the side of that, and it's look like I'm still on this road, it's still gonna tell me, oh, they're still on the same road. We're going the same path. Blah 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 blah. But until it finds out that I have gone the wrong way, it's gonna reroute. It's the same thing should happen with you. When you find out you're going the wrong way, just reroute. Once you've decided that this is the wrong way, or I don't want to drink, I don't want to, smoke, I don't want to feel sorry for myself, I don't want to blame myself for everything that was out of my control, I don't want to look back at a moment that happened 2 years ago and look at that as if it's going to hold back my next 2 years.
Right.
No, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to make sure that today I kill today. I'm going to do an amazing job today.
Right.
And then I'm going to go to sleep and I'm going to plan for tomorrow. And when tomorrow comes, I'm going to do an amazing job then. And in the process, I'm going to trust God, realizing that this month, this year, this moment of our life is just a part of the story and not the story. We always got it's like every night we let the credits roll. Like, the story ain't over. It ain't over. And if it is, it's a sequel coming. If you look at your day like a movie, then the sequel's tomorrow. And every day you get an opportunity, you get to change the story. You get to change it. I think you should change it. No, here's the thing. You think, whatever you think. Whatever God's telling you to do. But at some point, we all get to a place where our outlook on life is what we will continue to see when we look out. We cannot think that I'm gonna just think I'm gonna have a bad day today and something's gonna make it good. You have to say it's going to be a wonderful day, and then go on that. And maybe you don't even have to physically say it, but you have to just know it. Because if you go in with that type of energy, you come back out with something. It's like starting. You know how you start your school year with an A?
Yeah.
Like, you can just keep it. Bad things happen along the way. Maybe, some family member passed away, so you had to go to her funeral and you missed a test. So now it's no longer an A. But it was a bad thing, but it didn't change the good grade that you're about to get on the day. So, bruh, I know that's a tough situation, especially with your son, and it feels like you feel powerless in it. I would suggest maybe, finding them and then writing letters or sending videos. That'll be cool. Like, just sing. It's your son, right?
Yeah.
Your son, right?
His little brother.
His little brother.
His son has autism.
Your son has autism?
Yeah, but His autism it reacts differently.
Right.
See, he was very nonverbal for a long time. If it wasn't Arabic, Haitian, Creole, or Swahili, to the point where he mixed it at once. So he made his own Creole by himself.
Really?
He created one that I had to understand and learn myself. On top of that, my son, from the age of 2 years old, learned how to take apart a remote control, every piece of it, and put it back together.
Right.
He started doing it with like Hot Wheels, whatever kind of car. Eventually, I became a mechanic, and then I would take him to the shop. He got so good at doing brakes at 4 years old. Brakes and oil changes, that they gave him his own shirt.
Nice.
They say he's too young to work, but if he's here while you're working, and you're with him,
Yeah.
and you're just like guiding him through it,
Mm-hmm.
he got it. But my son had it by himself. At 4 years old, he can do
So,
he can do oil change.
But you don't show.
That's my son. See, look at it. You see it. It's been years that I've been posting about him. Miss you.
Yeah. He'll be all right, man. I mean, he's a good kid. You know, truth of the matter is that don't give up on it. See it as a finished product. See it as a finished product.
Yes, sir.
Like, God, you said this thing will happen.
Yes, sir.
I'm going to see my son again. Now, live the story. Move forward into it. Whatever situation comes up, if paperwork comes up, if you need to file paperwork by a certain time, do that. Right? We've learned that lesson, right?
Yep.
So, once again, send letters. Just make connections. Say, hey, I don't know what life is like for you, or send videos if that's easier. Like, I don't know what life is like for you, but, I realize that some things that I did wrong in the past, that, maybe made us feel like we couldn't be with one another or whatever the case is. But, like, I'm different now. I'm sure you are different now.
What if I can do that on your podcast live? I want to let her know that.
Say
if
it.
I can say that on your podcast, I'll say
right
something.
Now.
You feel me?
Say it right now.
Like, in all honesty, what I understand is, when I was skateboarding, there was a point where I was supposed to be a father, and that's all she asked me to be, is be a dad.
Mm-hmm.
Skateboarding comes later.
Mm-hmm.
It's always going to be there for you. But I was so selfish.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't see things that I didn't want to see for myself. I didn't think about, I always thought, I gotta be pro. I gotta prove something for my son.
Yeah.
I gotta be something before he gets here. I always thought to have a career established before I had a kid. But she ended up pregnant. So I was just like, all right, I gotta make sure this happens faster than possible.
I know that story now.
She just wanted to be present.
She just wanted you to be there.
And sometimes it took, I'll be gone sometimes 3 to 6 months out of the year. That didn't mean straight, but I'll be here 2 weeks, home 5 days, here 4 weeks, home, because I was always this ad, this tour, this video, working on this. I'm working on so much. I'm a skateboarder.
Yeah.
I gotta be in video, tour, competition. I'm always doing something.
Yeah.
It feels just, 8 hours being gone out the day, California and back. But I was always on a trip. I was never 100% free to just be dad and be a family. I was so young and naive. I did not see that. Look, I'm 28 now.
Mm-hmm.
My sister didn't raise a baby. I helped her from 25, helped her. And I realized the moments I missed that with my son. So when I had him again, I was fixing that. You feel me? And she realized how much I was on my shit. And she took him back from me because she realized how good I was with him.
Mm-hmm.
Because I learned from being patient.
Yeah.
But I couldn't do before because I was so busy focused on me. And I realized, you know what? That is my fault. Bro, you was being selfish. That wasn't their dream.
Mm-hmm.
It's not her dream. It ain't that child's dream. And the minute I brought him into this world, it was my responsibility to be more present than anything. Because one thing a child needs is time. Your child gets one childhood.
That's it.
Not two.
Yeah.
You can't get no reruns, no rebacks, fix it. Ain't none of that.
Yeah.
It's up to you to make it the best childhood for them. I realized there was a moment for his almost first year and a half where I was fucking up. So she left me.
Yeah.
She was cheating, she was doing all that. And at first I was sick. I was like, man, you gonna do this, you gonna do that. But I see. Because guess what? I didn't think about the moments she was alone. I didn't think about, I didn't understand too because my first child, postpartum. I didn't understand that, dog.
Of course.
As a man, I could be honest with you, I didn't understand postpartum. I went to my mama, and my son's probably 6 months, and she was going through it really bad.
Yeah.
And she would be talking to me so evil and talking about killing myself, and I'll be depressed myself, going to my mom, because, depressed with my daddy. Like, Mom, what's going on? Why she doing this? She's like, Jai, no, you don't understand. She going through post, you gotta be there. And that's when I realized. So I'm like, oh shit, I didn't know what it was.
Yeah.
I tried to get home, but it was from that day forward, I realized it was too late. By then, nigga, she had already found somebody, some other dude, something.
Yeah.
Because I realized the time she was thinking she was looking for me anymore, she didn't ask anymore.
So
Stop worrying about it. And then eventually she left me. Well, she cheated. She didn't leave me. I left her because she cheated.
right.
But, that caused all this. And what I want to say is I realize it's not her fault. I did that to myself.
Yeah.
Thinking this is what everybody needs to see me as. But that's not what she seen me as. She didn't want this pro skateboarder. She just wanted me.
She just wanted you.
A man. And the man she had, but the skateboarder kept that man away. I was still so stuck in trying to catch up on my childhood like that. And on top of that, it was just like I felt free.
Can I tell you something, man?
Ain't no stress. Yes, sir.
Don't blame yourself for everything. Don't blame yourself for everything. You don't have that much power to think that you was in control of all of that. Don't blame yourself for what you didn't know when you made a decision. Now you know. Talked about GPS, just reroute. That's all life is rerouting. How many times you try a trick on the skateboard and you was like, well, if I put my foot right here. Damn. Small motions, man, can change everything, right? One small adjustment, your foot on the board. Like, you didn't think your life was teaching you something? Look at what life was teaching you. It was teaching you how to fall down and get up. Look at what life was teaching you. It was teaching you how to take, far leaps. You took a leap when you learned that lesson about this 6-month issue with your son. You know how to fall down. You know how to get scarred, be scarred. But the problem is that you have that power, but you don't utilize it anymore. You know how people play it's people who played basketball and was like the man in high school, but now they're a coach in the league.
Right. You're right.
You don't have to devolve yourself of what your passion was. You just have to add your family into it.
True.
You just have to add your family into it, bro. I'm married man. I've been married for 14 years, just this past February, and we have been together for 26 through everything.
Power, brother.
Oh man. We've been through a lot of stuff.
Right on, brother.
And we still can go through stuff. But when I look back at the times that I felt so down, beaten, and downtrodden and hard, and things were bad, and I felt like I was the worst, and felt all the feelings that you're feeling. I know those feelings. I don't know I don't know that story for my life, but I know those feelings.
Yes, sir.
I know what it feels like to feel like you are helpless.
Yes, sir.
Or that someone is taking something from you. And can't you see that I'm better now and I deserve? And now everybody's like, I know those feelings. I know those feelings, right? But your story is your story. But what I can tell you about also knowing those feelings is that I knew them way back then. And that's just a part of the story. I'm in a place now where I'm a lot older. I remember what it was like being 28. I'm 41 now. I'm a lot older, and I just realized that life is gonna life, bro. And that's just a part of the story. So this one day, this 28th, this, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what day it is, the 10th of March, 6 days before my birthday. I can tell you this. This is just a part of the story.
Your birthday is March 16th?
My birthday is March 16th.
Same day as my little sister's.
That's what's up, bro. Happy birthday, sis. You just need to realize that this is a part of the story, bro.
Yes, sir.
I got your information. Can I use your story? Can I use the story, man?
I would love to, bro.
Man, that's gonna be great, bro.
And if anything, I don't know if you recording here right now or not. I don't know.
I'm always recording.
But look, I'm not even trying to sound like no corny ass dude. But look, Pooh, I don't know if you're gonna see this or not, or whatever it is, but I don't mean no harm to you. I'm sorry. I
It's
just
not
want my
corny.
son.
It's not corny at all, bro.
I just want my son. I ain't got time to be trying to go up between you and your man. That's cool. You be happy. I just want my child. That shit has brought me so low.
Yeah.
I ain't even need no more. Still trying to find the old me. Knowing I got a growth in the old me. I can't be him no more. I'm almost 30. Can't be him.
Right.
I want my boy. That's it. He almost 8 years old now. And I ain't seen him. I ain't
Kahlil,
seen him. But I apologize though.
I'm praying
I
for you,
never
bro.
meant to hurt you that way.
I'm praying for you, bro. It's not over.
It ain't.
It ain't over. You still got tomorrow.
Brother, please hit me up.
Man, I got you. I'm gonna make sure that I once again I got your information. That's why I would make sure I spelled your name correctly. Um, but I'm praying for you, man. It's not over. Just just do a great job today. Trust God and do a good job today.
Try to do it. No bad days thing for the next
Nah,
5
ain't
days.
no nah. When bad days come, let them come. But just try that day. Just
That's what I mean,
when
bro.
you
No
lay
bad
down,
days. Try
yeah.
as
When,
hard as you can.
man, when you lay down, listen. When you lay down, because I'm praying over you right now. Also, when you lay down, if you can look at the bad day and be like, I did a good job. I messed up there, I messed up there, but I did a good job. Do that for a year. You can't that you won't be able to say I had a bad year. Do that for 10 years. You won't be able to say I had a bad decade. Do that for your rest of your life. You be like, yo, I had a really good life. Because 3 days out of the year I messed up. Like this, that not an A. God got his hand on you, man. And I'm praying for you. And I know that it's gonna work out. And then we're gonna look up 2 years from now and this will be a different story. And 5 years from now, it's gonna be a different story. Because you are 28, your son is 8. What will the story be when he's 28? This life ain't over.
You say that, I'm gonna tell you one more thing before I go. I feel like things went crazy.
What?
So my son had been going for like a year.
Uh-huh.
I've been trying to find him. Or the cousin that passed him, right? My auntie,
Mm-hmm.
her twin sister, my auntie passed her to church. I remember when mom was in prison. Every Sunday, she made sure we didn't have a mom in the house. We didn't have no mom and no daddy.
Mm-hmm.
We was taking care of ourselves, hustling on the block,
Mm-hmm.
hitting licks, wherever it was in LA,
Yeah.
to make sure my siblings who had ones that have babies now had food to eat at the time. 13, 14.
Yeah.
We the man in the house. We my older brother, sister. We had to be the man in the house. We gang banging. We doing all kind of stuff. I ain't say I sell drugs. I sell weed. I ain't sell no crack cocaine. Everybody, I sold some weed.
I got you.
I'm not happy for it, but
It's past,
long
bro.
story short, yeah, it's my past. I was younger, but like my aunt made sure every Sunday she found it out. She brought me to church.
Yeah.
I left. So I'm a Muslim myself. My father was a Muslim. I was raised in Sudan. I came back to America when I was 5.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm Muslim, but then I let that go.
Mm-hmm.
Adopted the gospel made me into something so peaceful, so loved, and so happy.
Mm-hmm.
After a year, my son beat in 2021, my auntie, mom's sister, she died. He buried my older cousin.
Mm-hmm.
3 days later, she opened. She could take something for her muscle relaxer, but it was laced with fentanyl.
Mm-hmm.
She OD'd that one pill. She ministered. She was a pastor of her own church. She was a Christian. Felt like for a moment that would have died. Gave him to God.
Mm-hmm.
Gave him to God. That's why that's my wrong thing. Because every Sunday, I find myself playing gospel music. And I'm so happy. I don't care how hurt I am that morning. I wake up. I throw the gospel in. I'm playing Kirk Franklin, whatever it is.
Yeah.
I'm the happiest person. You walk down the street, in the middle of the street, I'm dancing. People think I'm crazy. But no, it's just gospel music.
Yeah.
And I'm happy. But
I
lost that. woman, I lost that. I've been telling myself.
How long ago was that?
It's been 2 years now.
2 years.
Also full 2 years. So
Let me ask you this, bro. You rededicated your life to Jesus?
I'm just saying that.
Let's do it right now.
Playing games, man.
Let's do it right now. Let's do it right now. Right now. Bow your head. Say, Lord Jesus,
Lord Jesus.
I believe in you. I believe you died. I believe you rose. And I believe you're coming back again. I'm not perfect.